What's good, everybody? Can y'all hear me on this shit? If y'all can hear me, put a thumbs up or something. Test running this shit, trying to see if it worked. All right, cool. All right, shout out Cruz, shout out TVK the first, Mr. Spook, salute. What's good with y'all, man? Just, you know what I mean? We're just going to do this test run on this stream, y'all, real quick, see how everything going so I can get acclimated with it and stuff like that. And then we're going to start running these live broad streams on the regular though. Charles D, what's good? Salute, my G. George, salute, man. What's up with everybody, man? Shit, man, figure we go live, man. World all crazy right now. Might as well just have some random boxing talk. Why not? Lou, salute. What's good, man? Salute, John Cable. What's good? Man, I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling, man. Just going through the emotions, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Ain't really too much change. We don't got no boxing going on and stuff like that, man. So shit, we might as well just hold it down, man. You know what I mean? Just talk this shit, man. Everybody on home quarantine and stuff like that, man. What else we got to do other than talk boxing and other random bullshit, you dig? Let me see. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. All right. So I think I just copied that shit to the clipboard, I believe. All right, cool. Did the link go up there? Boxing Monster, salute. Smoke, salute. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Trying to see how I put a link in the joint. James Jameson, salute. All right, cool. Man, I'm retarded as shit with this stream starts. Oh, duh. That's how you do it. All right, yeah, link in the chat for anybody just want to jump up and just talk random shit, man. I ain't really talking about much. I was just trying to figure this stuff out so I can get used to using it. So when I do use it and shit'll be smooth, like a nigga editing. I got it. Yeah, man. So, man, the way things is looking, man, I don't see us going back to boxing in a while, man. I heard like Japan, I believe, is supposed to be trying to do some exhibition events or something like that, and I think they're gonna practice social distances. I think it's supposed to be like a smaller venue or some shit like that, and then when they do that, they're gonna see how everything go. Hopefully nobody can track no viruses and stuff like that. And I guess they're gonna try to figure out a way to hold more shows. But as of right now, man, the way I'm looking at stuff, bro, I don't see boxing coming back probably till the end of the summer. Not saying that, I'm wishing that on boxing or the sporting world, but I mean, like, I got some news that the WBO, they canceled all of their shows through June. So I mean, if you already canceling shows through June, we already don't have no shows in May. I mean, shit, like April is a dud. Like I really don't realistically seeing anything coming back to the end of summer. And that's me being hopeful as a boxing fan, bruh. As a boxing fan. Who says, I think Japan had to cancel that because they had a couple of new cases that popped up. Bro, this shit is crazy, ain't it? But the fact that people getting out there and they still trying though, they still trying to make stuff happen, man. That's what's up, man. Because I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like I was just watching the news probably like 5 minutes ago, and I've really tried to, keep people in good spirits, laughing, joking with the videos and all of that while this shit is going on. But I just heard New York just went through like the worst day they ever had, like 14,000 deaths or something like that, bro. So when I'm hearing something like that, and I stay in the DMV, you know what I mean? So New York is only 5 hours away from me. When I hear stuff like that, I'm like, bro, it sounds like things are getting worse. And they just said on the news earlier that United States alone, we got like a third of the whole world's, we got a third of the pandemic is residing in the United States alone. So that means a third of the world's problems is just in the United States alone. So I don't see that as something that you could just clean up and say, yo, we gonna be back at it in June, or something you just gonna clean up and say, yo, we gonna be back at it in July or August. All I could do is just look down the line, be hopeful, and be like, man, hopefully all of this stuff get together, all of this social distancing, this self-quarantining we stuff doing is working out to where we can benefit, bro, because I'm looking at it like, man, just, the NFL draft, that's what, the 23rd to the 25th, all of the rounds. Now, they got to do the draft from home. Football season starts up, preseason starts up in like July, end of July, right? We're not going to get no football. I mean, like, football is big business, and I don't even really seeing nothing happen with the NFL for real, because they even starting to change their tune and switching everything around. So it's just, Charles D. Everybody getting drafted from the crib, fam. So I'm just like, bro, like, man, I just think that all of the business around sports, they're going to continue to try to handle it so that way when everything clears up, whenever it clears up, we can just get back to saying, hey, we can go ahead and start an event on this date. As soon as we hear about this virus clearing up or whatever, we can just go straight in and just go straight into dates. Because honestly, the only thing that I could say that would be smart hypothetically is just focus on all the business, take care of all the little business, all the little ins and outs of the business. That way, when boxing comes around, y'all can just start filling up dates with these venues whenever it comes around. Because I just don't know, man. I really don't know, bro. Because I think even myself, I never took the virus as a joke. I always stayed like focused on what I'm supposed to do and all of that. But I mean, I ain't really understand like the gravity, and the magnitude of the situation, because I don't really like try to pay attention to all, I stay up on news, but I really don't try to pay attention to the whole machine of it all, because then, your brain get wrapped up into it, and then you get too much how do I put it, man? Shit, you get too paranoid, man. It's like a nigga on drugs. You get too paranoid. You might cough or something like that, and you feeling like you coughing too damn much and shit, man. So it's just out of control, fam. Man, if anybody hit the link or whatever, I'm gonna post the link up again. I'm gonna just keep posting this link if anybody want to jump in. Now, if you in the backstage or whatever, just put in the comments you in the backstage so I kind of know, because I'm still trying to figure this dumb shit out. So, Charles D, you in here? Okay. My bad. All right, I got you, fam. You in there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got both of them open.
All right, bet.
What up, though, nigga? I'm the first guest.
Coolin', man. First guest. First episode, bruh. You legendary right now.
Nah, no, I'm not, nigga. This is ass, nigga. I'm in the house, nigga. I feel like a hermit.
Man, we all in the house, man. We all in the house, man. That's why we gotta take advantage of what we could take advantage of, man, and do with what we got, man. At least we got this internet bumping the way it's bumping, so we can at least, talk that talk, try to do. Because if we ain't had the internet right now, bruh,
niggas is catching cases.
What? I'm trying to tell you, if the internet was down right now, man, I'm telling you, hide your kids, hide your wife, bro, because it's gonna get ugly.
Yo, what's up, brothers?
What's up? Salute.
Salute, brother. 2 hands.
In the building. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Hey, bro, I wanted to ask you something.
Man, go ahead.
How'd you get into... Forget boxing propaganda gave you the momentum or energy to stand up and speak your word. But what really got you into YouTube? Because I'm thinking about doing it myself, but compared to some of you guys, I'm like a casual. I am a hardcore fan, but when I compare myself to other guys like Ring IQ, man, I know nothing.
That's a tall task right there.
See,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, bro, if you got a real love for boxing, man, that's really what it's about. Honestly, nobody can expect you or to try to hold you to some type of standard if you already coming into the game and you letting it be known what you about. If you love boxing and you just want to see the scales balanced out, then that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, if you want to get into it, man, just get into it. See, me personally, what got me into it, to answer your question, was like, I always had love for boxing. You know what I mean? I normally just play the background and just like watching my boxing. But, you know, now that the internet runs the fucking world, you know, so, you know, I go to YouTube, try to tap into people's boxing channels, and they would all be talking. They would just all just talk negative about Anthony Joshua. They would just, it just seemed like it was just a bunch of biased commentary. I just kept bumping into a bunch of biased channels. So one time I just heard something that just sent me through the roof, bro. And I just went on like this 5-minute rant on YouTube. And the next thing you know, I just said, you know what? I might as well just do this myself, because honestly, I could do it better than, you know what I mean, a bunch of the people that I hear doing it. So I just took it upon myself, and it kind of just took a life of its own. So now I'm just kind of obligated to this shit.
Yeah. Does it take up a lot of your time? Can you still do work and social, and then family and YouTube? Is it okay? Is it hard to balance it all?
I mean, honestly, I don't feel like anything is too hard to balance out. I feel like, you know, a person, you know, is ultimately going to try to make time for anything. But for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm a father, you know what I mean? I work, but I got the flexibility of working from home. But as far as me, the way I edit and stuff like that, all of my videos take anywhere between 8 to 36 hours to edit. And it could take probably 6 to 8 hours if I just sit back and just stayed on top of it, not move, just focused on the editing. But sometimes I get gassed out on my creativity. I give it a little bit and then come back to it, because then I start like getting burnt out. But yeah, it normally takes me about anywhere between like 6 to 36 hours to do the editing and stuff like that. But I mean, you know, I always find time for everything, man. I feel like, you know, I don't try to get self-absorbed in the too much, but yeah, you can definitely balance out all your time and stuff like that. No problem. Because me, I believe in quality over quantity. That's just what I live by. You know, quality over quantity. And I feel like, honestly, when you putting it out, it's not like imperative that you got to put out a video every hour, every couple hours, or drop, you know what I'm saying, just constantly drop videos. You don't have to do that. You know, you can start off at your own pace, you know, and then people going to respect it or they not going to respect it. That's all on them. But whatever makes you happy, bro, that's just all it boils down to, for real.
Man, look, because my girlfriend, she's got a mic already, and she's got her like MacBook. Do you recommend a MacBook or like a Windows for like editing?
Man, honestly, whatever you prefer. Me personally, when it comes to it, I'd rather use a Chromebook, just because it's just easier to maneuver and everything. Like, I really don't use the computer too much, unless, you know, I'm just working from it. You know what I mean? I like playing around with, I like Android technology more anyway. So I would always advise a person, you know, Windows, Google.
Yeah, I like Android as well. So I think I'm going to stick to that as well.
Yeah, man, I'm not a fan of slavery, man. So I tend to stay away from Apple.
Yeah. So what's the topic, guys? Who we talking about today?
Really not, the topic is anything, man. Just random boxing talk, man. You just fire off from anything. We just go into it. I really don't care, man. You know, boxing is pretty much at a standstill. I think everybody's talking about pretty much redundant topics, man. So people just fucking just talking boxing, man. Like, everything that we looking forward to in boxing right now has pretty much been on hold, pushed back, and we don't know what the fuck is going to be happening with it. So it's just ultimately just a bunch of random boxing talk anyway.
True that. Man, what fights you guys looking forward to if boxing resumes?
Oh,
what's the fight?
I was looking forward to Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko, man. I'm telling you, I was looking forward to that fight more than anything. That and Chisora and Usyk. I was really looking forward to those two fights, man. Those two
fights are good fights, man.
Yeah, man. Really good fight.
The cruiserweight division, that cruiserweight tournament's like going under the radar, though. Breeders Dorticus is going to be a good fight. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you said Breeders versus Dorticos?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a real good fight. That's going to be a really good fight, man. I think Dorticos can win that fight if he just stay long and he just shoot that long, strong overhand one to the shoot. Man. And I feel like if Breedy get on the inside with them chopping, powerful little short hooks that he does, I think Brady will catch him on the inside, but I think if Doherty coach stay long, I think he beats him easy.
I think Breedis is a better boxer, but I really don't like Breedis, man. I really don't like him. From the robbery, not the robbery, but the refereeing treatment he got for Mike Perez last year. Was that last year or was it the year before?
That was that?
You remember Breedis? That was last year's tournament. I don't know what year it was actually
tournament when they I think the second round it got stopped or something like that from like wasn't it like I can't remember the shot. It was like
it wasn't a stoppage, but it was like it wasn't a stoppage. Forget that one. That was Glowatsky. That was a disgusting robbery as well.
Yeah, that was terrible, bro. That was terrible. That shit was
that
like
was fucking. You know, I didn't even watch it live. You know, I just heard a couple of YouTube channels talking and so on, and they were talking. So I went to watch it later that evening after their live stream, and I couldn't believe it, man. I never got up and started screaming in the middle of the night for boxing before in my life. But I was like, that's disgusting. I hate it when one boxer gets that A-side favoritism treatment all the time, you know. And that's why I don't like Breedis. Breedis is a great boxer, but I hate his guts, man.
Yeah, he can't fight,
you know,
bro.
that referee?
Shit. I think in boxing right now, bro. I think a lot of these dudes are getting a lot of A-side treatment. I feel like almost anybody with a belt that's got favoritism, that's in favor of their sanctioning body, especially the WBC, they getting all type of favorite treatment, especially like Deontay Wilder. This dude ain't never sell out one building, and I mean the WBC protected this man and kept that belt on that man and kept him away from Dillian White like literally his whole existence as a champion. So it's just like, man, there's always some sort of favoritism going on in boxing. There's always some sort of how can I put, boxing has always been a corrupt been one of the most corrupt sports, if not the most corrupt sport in the world. Like there's always something janky going on behind the scenes, man. Like,
and you know, boxing, despite how corrupted it is, we still love it, man. That's the weird thing. Despite how fucked up it is, it's still one of the best sports in the world, if not the best sport.
Yeah, man, it's sports. It's sports' greatest drama, man. It's sports' greatest drama. Yeah. Like you don't get the type of drama you get out of boxing.
You don't get that anywhere else.
Man. You ain't gonna get
not
that
even
shit nowhere.
MMA. Nowhere. No one can tell me there's a bigger shock in the world than Buster Ray Douglas beating Mike Tyson. I was shocked, and I was too young to watch that fight. Yeah, I was shocked watching it back.
Yeah, man.
Imagine what the world was like.
But imagine if Iron Mike would have actually trained for that fight and not just spend this whole time over in Tokyo just sleeping with Japanese women, doing cocaine and Xanax. Imagine if he would have actually trained for that fight and went into that fight, dude. It would have been a straight blowout, because even Tyson, the coked up, Xanaxed out, marijuana smoking, promiscuous Tyson, still went in the ring and put on an amazing show and dropped them. You know, people could argue about the count and all of that stuff, but that's just how talented that guy was, man. Like, you gotta love boxing and all this drama, man. Salute, Troy. We got another one in the building. Troy, what's up, brother?
Morning. I was just listening, man. You know, we all home on this quarantine. I was listening and I happened to come up on your show. But to jump in on the whole Tyson talk before I get to my point is, even if he was himself, because Tyson said out his own mouth on his own show that the only thing that really messed him up for that fight is that he used to get put in a trance before all his fights. And, you know, the dude that did that, you know, the hypnotist that did that actually missed the plane. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm just listening to you, bro.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you know, Tyson said because he was a bag of nerves before every fight and he had to be calmed down. So the dude that put him in the trance didn't make the flight. And then what you saw that night was the real Mike Tyson. He wasn't high or anything like that. He didn't really put in 100% training. I will say that, because he said it himself. Every day he was hitting up somebody, whether it was a cleaning lady who was coming in there doing room service or the one who brought him the food, something, because he wasn't really allowed to leave the hotel and he was going stir crazy. So anything that came his way, he was knocking it down, and everybody knew who he was, right? So that's how it worked out.
Yeah, it was a savage.
Yeah. Even Tyson at his best had issues with Buster, because you got to understand what you saw that night was a man who was 100% focused because he had lost so much. And when Tyson dropped him, he just lost his mother. Yeah, he lost his mother, and he lost some other people that night. He lost some other people too. So, yeah, but you asked a question. I thought it was you said it's open forum. So I got a question for you. I got a general question overall, right? How does a fighter come back? And I'm talking about nowadays. How does a fighter come back when you got all these crazy fans pushing on these narratives in his name that are very negative and foolish at most point, a la the whole glove thing, and then there's other foolishness being pushed out here based on somebody's name, and he's not supporting it, but his people aren't saying anything. He's not saying anything, but you got people out here filing paperwork saying that they supporting him, trying to get charges put against whoever. How does a fighter come back from that when his name is attached to something that he has nothing to do with, in a sense?
Like who are we talking about? Because
you know, glove gate foolishness and all of that nonsense.
Oh man, hold on. I don't know how to answer this question, bro. I just laugh at these people, man. Because.
Hello.
Yeah. I can hear you. Two hands.
Man, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Y'all boys good. I'm listening. I'm trying to figure all of this shit out back.
So
I'm messing with this phrase, y'all. Y'all go ahead.
So for me personally, look, man, the mainstream media is not taking Glovegate seriously.
No.
Deontay Wilder, his team is not taking it seriously. They got
Cunningham should be ashamed of himself.
Cunningham's just a hater. It's okay, man. It's okay. You meet haters in real life every day. People who are jealous or upset. Cunningham's never been good at taking an L. Every other loss, he says it's a robbery. So.
I tell people about that video with Cunningham? Notice he never look. Boxing's over 100 years old, as we all know, right?
Yeah.
Cunningham's a good dude. He's a good father. He's a good dude. He never once said that these are the dangers of floppy glove. These are how you injure someone with a floppy glove. He simply put the glove on, punched the bag, and said, "This is what was going on." But he never broke down how you could danger someone, permanently harm someone. I'm gonna tell you why.
Exactly, because you can't, bro. I've tried this shit, right? Forget wearing a glove half on. Just try to spar with no hand wraps on. You'll break your wrist in a minute, bro.
Yeah. Sorry for cutting you off, but yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I tried that and I almost broke my hands.
Yeah, man. I used to do boxing back in the day, man. I'm telling you. Go ahead, bro.
Man, what people got to understand is, man, the glove was never invented to protect your face. The glove was only invented to protect the fighter's hands, so a fighter's hands didn't get broken faster, so they could fight more, because, these promoters and all of these business guys, they weren't getting no money if their guys' hands were all broke up and couldn't fight. So the gloves and the wrap were only implemented to protect your hands, not to protect the fighter's face.
Right, because see, I got to a conversation with one of these cats from the LC, and he was saying, well, why does Fury's wraps have, blood around his knuckles? I said, because as you fight, I used to box, so as you fight, you sweat, and what happens is you just tear the skin on your hands. It happens it happened to James Toe. It happened to a lot of different fighters. It just tears the skin on your hands, and what happens?
You know what?
Yes, sir. Yeah. And what happens?
Carry on.
Yeah, and after that, you get what's called, you get all these dark spot on your knuckles, which is just, dead skin. And over time, it just gets worse because you're constantly tearing skin up. That's all it is. There's no controversy there. I even told one of them, look, We in the same city. You come to the gym. I will wrap your hands exactly how you said Fury was fighting. You punch me in the chest 3 times, and then I'll put you in the chest with the glove on the right way, and you tell me which one to fix. You know, which one hurt more. Of course, he didn't show up.
Yeah. No, man. Listen, man. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that they're just propagating lies. They're just spreading lies, man. You know, all this hate that they showed to AJ, they said him and Wilder and Fury were like best buddies, yeah, when it came to AJ. Now Wilder lost, he's saying that this guy's rubbish. All his fans are saying that he's not a real champion, he's a drug cheat. Before, he was a cool guy, he was the lineal champion. Now that AJ Fury won, they want to say they want to hate on him now. That's the truth, man. The truth is,
yeah, man.
Every fucking generation, you're gonna get these fucking really stupid, dickhead, casual fans, yeah, that will talk their rubbish, make it racial, make it tribal, and act like you don't know anything. It happened in the Mayweather-Pacquiao era. I didn't like both sides.
But,
it happened.
But race is always a factor in boxing, though.
Yeah. True.
First of all,
man,
yeah,
these guys are just haters.
They've always tried to profit off of, you know, race in boxing. They've always tried to put 2 races against each other in boxing because ultimately, you know, they want to fuel the fans to get out there and watch the fights. And they don't care about, you know, being infamous, or they don't care about doing it in a gracious way. It's all about, you know, the dollar. You know, that's ultimately the bottom line in prize fighting. But at the end of the day, you know, in this current time and climate in boxing we're in right now, you know, more fanboys are being revealed by the minute. Every time somebody gets knocked off or somebody loses, man, they just reveal more of their fanboyism. It's almost out of control. It's okay to like someone and acknowledge their flaws. And it's all right to dislike someone, but to praise them for what they've done right. I don't see how hard it is. Because if Deontay Wilder comes back and he knocks out Tyson Fury in his next match, y'all gonna see probably 4 videos of me shocked out of my mind, eating crow, but at the same time giving him his praise and his respect for coming back from the brink of destruction, dealing with all of the trolling that was rightfully deserved, and coming back and getting the W. But currently, right now, that's just not what it is, you know. So I'm just saying, like, we got to be realistic, and we got to stop, you know, being pro one boxer, you know, just call it down the middle. That's why we get all of these lopsided fights right now, because all the delusions of the fanboy.
It's a sport, man. You know, the faces change, stays the same. Now, I just want to say something on race. Race is how we talk about it as a small word with a powerful meaning, because race is just to say that there's a different type of human that walks the earth. I don't know any different type of humans. And I'm not a fool enough to think that there's not issues between blacks, whites, or whoever. I'm 40. I'll be 50 next year, so trust me, I've been through some things, right? But anytime you talk sport, and that's your only point, you don't know the history of it. You had a conversation on a different show. You know, where's the Scottishman or is he Irish? Are you Irish or Scottish?
Probably, you talking about Mark?
Yeah,
Mark.
He's Irish,
isn't he?
Mark is Irish. Okay. Yeah, he's Irish.
Yeah, because he was on another show, and he had some guy came through was Deontay Wilder fan, and he just was making an ass of himself. And he asked him a question about a black fighter from, you know, the murder of Ruth. He's like, I don't know. And it just went on a rampage. Dude just went on a rampage for 100 years and this, that, and the third. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Most of the ODBCs are grifters anyway, so they'll do anything for that dollar.
That Mark guy,
man, look, man,
he knows a lot about boxing, a lot more than me. Put it that way.
Absolutely.
I can't talk for you guys, but that guy knows a lot about boxing.
I don't know everything about boxing, but what I don't know about boxing, I'm 100% don't know. And it's just the point to where you don't listen and you think that you know everything. That becomes a problem, man. Like when Mark talks, there's certain situations because he's got a lot of knowledge on boxing from like the early 1900s all the way to the late 1980s and current boxers now. So, you know, when Mark talks about a lot of things, I sit back and listen because there's certain information that I don't necessarily know. And you know, there's one thing, my favorite saying is, you know, even a genius asks questions. So there's nothing wrong with not knowing something. It's when you don't, it's when you act like you can't retain knowledge, it becomes a problem.
True that.
That's exactly right. Because I think what's missing nowadays is everybody gets into a conversation and feels they have to be right, which shows that there's no growth there. It ain't about being right. It ain't about being right. It's just about having you could have a real rough conversation or firm conversation with somebody, but maybe you should be quiet sometime and just listen and learn. It don't always have to be about your fighter, because I was a fan of Tommy Hearns, but I damn sure like watching Sugar Ray Leonard do work, right? I always appreciated him, man. I have the greatest amount of respect for him, but I was a Hearns guy, and then when I saw them fight, I was rooting for Hearns bad, and then I lost. And all that, but it was all right. But I never once said that Sugar Ray's a boom, and no. Hell no. Hell no. No.
Who's this guy in the comments section?
Yeah,
know it all niggas.
Yeah, man. I'm
black. What up?
And go make some Aki and fish, man. I'm gone.
Peace. Salute, brother.
All right.
Salute.
All right. Yo, 2 hands. I'm good now, nigga. You can hear me?
Yeah, I mean, hey, Black, I feel you. I mean, know-it-all niggas, I can't stand them either, bro. I can't stand people that swear they know everything, bro. And you gonna run into more people like that than less. I promise you that.
Yeah. And you know, one good point he made is that I just want to say it in a different way. He said, people are too busy. This is my own words, but what I believe he was trying to say is, people are too busy trying to be right than trying to find out the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Honestly, you know, if you just think of the LDBC,
one quick question.
How they push.
Yeah.
It's me. Mr. Two Hands. How do you deal with these people always threatening you in the comment section? How do you deal with that?
I laugh, or I just take their comments and post them up and just make something funny out of my editing with it. Like, these dudes don't ruffle not one feather on my body, man. They think when they comment they ruffle my feathers, but honestly, all they do is they just give me more fuel to laugh at, more fuel to put more content out and ruffle their feathers even more. Because if you come to me, if you come to my comment section and you express your grievances about a fighter that I might have just thrown under the bus for something that he's done, hey man, all you doing is telling me that I got you emotional in your feelings. So I'm gonna take pleasure into making you even more emotional. It does not make me one bit. It doesn't bother me one bit to make a person melancholy. I promise you that. So that's why it's like, you know, I get the death threats. I get the person saying when they see me, they're gonna do this and that. First of all, you don't know me. You don't know what I'm capable of. I'm really not concerned with what you're capable of because I'm not concerned with your life anyway. But if that's what I'm making you feel like, bro, I'm taking up too much rent in your mind, bro. So hey, just keep on sending the comments, keep on sending the hate. All you doing is making my algorithms greater, you know. So I appreciate it all.
2 hands, listen, 3 words, man. Fuck your feelings, nigga.
Absolutely, you already know. Like feelings is something, you know. If you real easy with your feelings, I mean, as far as training to other people or getting out of pocket, then you know a person knows how to use you. If I tell you to jump, you just gonna say how high. Your emotions are telling me that. So just go ahead and give me all of your negative emotions and let me know what you really feel. Because at the end of the day, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna use it right against you because, you know, I could care less about how you feel. You know, it's just my opinion. If you decide to click on my page, come to my channel and watch the video, and this is my thing, the titles are very explanatory. They're very elaborative and explanatory. So if you look at a title and it says the goddamn Deontay Wilder and the story of the hemorrhoid protrusion or something like that, and you click on it, you're a fucking idiot because you know I'm going to run them through the mud. What would Deontay Wilder and hemorrhoid protrusion have anything to do in common with something positive?
Listen,
I don't know.
Brothers.
They have love.
This is the difference between some of us and some of them. Yeah, I see their videos and I unsubscribe and I don't watch them because I know they're bullshit. But when they say we're making bullshit, why do they come in the comment section and call us coons or call us like rubbish names. I don't know what the hell's wrong with these people. Yeah,
they basically.
And you know what they say? Eddie Hearn is a slave master, while they don't say nothing about. While they don't say anything about what's his name? That short, old, bald head man, alien head motherfucker. What's his name again? Shelly Finkel. Shelly Finkel. Shelly Finkel. Listen.
Oh, Mr. Smith.
Shelly Finkel. Listen, you need to know this. I don't know if you guys know of the apartheid that happened in South Africa in the 90s or 80s. You know, when they separated black people and white people. Yeah?
Yeah.
Shelly Finkel supported the apartheid. He supported the segregation of white people and black people.
Oh, really?
And then they say Eddie Hearn is a slave master to Anthony Joshua.
But how the hell is he a slave master if Anthony Joshua is winning all that money while Wilder is getting potatoes? Like, what the fuck?
Facts. It's funny that you call the guy that just made $85 million Uncle Tom compared to the guy who's been making pennies his whole life. It's funny to me, but
it's funny to me as well, man. You know,
it's like the math doesn't add up.
Guys, do some research on that. Shelly Finkel, apartheid. Shelly Finkel and apartheid. Do some research. You'll be shocked what you find.
Oh yeah, that gives me something to research today, because I mean, people are so quick to try to label somebody something else or say this fighter is something else, but they don't even do their own homework and look at the the resumes of the people they got in their camp. I'm just looking at Wilder's situation like, bro, there's nobody around you that you can honestly say has love for you other than your wife and Mark Breland, because how can anybody around you have love for you when they let you turn down $120 million knowing that you have 8 children and talking about, hey, man, bet on yourself in the world of prize fighting when you know you get all of the money while it's there?
Listen, how much do you think Tyson Fury will get after he beats Wilder? Because I'll bet my house on it. Yeah, I don't have a house, but I mean, if I did, metaphorically. How much do you think Fury and Joshua will make combined?
It don't matter
when they fight, because it's not going to happen in the UK. I'm sad to say it. I live in London. They're going to make more money either in the US or they're going to make even more money in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, Fury already gave up his Tyson Fury already, he gave up on, the British Boxing Board. So he pretty much, the fight's going to be happening in US or Saudi. I'm pretty sure it'll be happening in the US. But if the fight was going to happen, like realistically, the type of numbers that I could facetiously think of is probably like, I'd say, man, that's 100 to 120 million a piece for both of them boys. Easy. And that's on the short end. That's on the short end, because if he made 85 million, if he made 85 million fighting Ruiz, resurrecting a boxing ring in the desert, what is this motherfucker going to make fighting Tyson Fury in an undisputed match with 2 of the biggest heavyweights in the UK at the MGM Grand or something like that? That is huge.
You know what?
I think you take that shit to Tuscaloosa, bro. AJ and Fury. Oh God, no.
Hold that joint right in his backyard, bro.
Right. In front of the whole Bomb Squad Nation.
Hell yeah. I just want to take a second real quick to say, man, shout out to my brother Black, man. Salute to the whole UGC Nation, man. We got to take time, man, to give, our brothers our flowers while they're here, man. This is one of the boxing channels I respect, man. His live streams is dope as fuck, man. I always tune in, man. And boys had me dying on the way back down the road yesterday from goddamn therapy listening to these dudes, man. But yeah, man, salute to the homie Black, though.
I thought the nigga switched the accent up real quick. I'm like, is that Black, or this nigga just switched his whole shit up like this?
Like the nigga a chameleon in the chat.
Yeah, I was like, this nigga has a hell of a goddamn London accent. Now he sound like Black.
Who, me?
No, I can pull the shit off, but I ain't gonna do this shit right now. Too early, nigga.
I ain't even going to stunt though. Like, I talk to so many UK dudes, man. So many UK brothers show me love, bro. I be talking to them. I be like, man, what's up, bruv? What's up, bro?
Right.
I can't say that shit worth nothing, dog. I be trying to kick that shit though. UK, I fuck with y'all.
Your accent's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's very decent.
I'm not saying. I'm not exactly.
That shit.
Why don't you say this?
Not
say
bad,
this
mate.
one. Next time you see them, say Wagwan, man them. Wagwan means Wagwan is like Jamaican, but it's also a British accent. And it means like how are you? Or like what's up? What's popping?
That's what I always say.
And then and mandem means like boys, my dogs, yeah. So Wagwan mandem, that's what we say, you know.
Wagwan.
Yeah, that's it. That's more Jamaican, but still, it will pass in the UK. It will pass in the UK, man. Man. Yo, guys, I gotta be honest, guys. I didn't come on live to talk about Wilder anymore. I'm tired of these wildlings, man. Let's talk about real boxing, man.
Pick a topic.
Let's talk about. Let's pick what's his name? I was gonna talk about the tournament at Cruiserweight, but there's not much to talk about. Just the Dorticus fight. Somebody's gonna go to hospital, and somebody's gonna go to the morgue. That's my opinion. You guys looking forward to any particular fights?
Who is it? Breedis and Dorticus, right?
Dorticus, yeah.
Yeah, he's sleeping, breathing.
Yeah, hey, two hands. Yeah.
What's good?
While I'm here, man, I touched up on this yesterday. What's your thoughts on the fighters that's pursuing legacy, the money chasing them, but the fighters that's trying to chase these checks, man, they legacy is basura, as they say in Spanish, you know, trash. And they act like they're about that money, but they're not chasing the legacy. But the legacy is giving these fighters the most money. So I don't get it when these guys say they about their money.
Black, it's real simple, G. It's real simple. When you chasing behind, when you too busy chasing behind a check, of course legacy always go to the wayside. But when you chasing a legacy, money always gonna come. So if these dudes was just smart enough to be like, if Errol Spence right now really locked horns with Terrence Crawford, not only will it change his life, but it'll change both of their lives. It's on as far as finances and popularity. But say Errol Spence was to win that fight. If Errol Spence won that fight, he's popular on a whole nother level. Legacy solidified. They got to look at him as the top fight goon in boxing. Same thing with Jamal Charlo. If Jamal Charlo took the Demetrius Andre fight, that fight is big enough for both of those guys. They don't got a big enough name on their own to really ring bells. But put both up together, it makes a great stylistic fight. It's going to fill up the seat, and it's going to build their name up. You got to chase. If you chase legacy, the money always going to come, fam. If Wilder would have chased legacy right now, he'd be rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Listen, Wilder didn't chase legacy because he's a fraud. Let's be honest. Wilder didn't chase it because he's a fraud. He's not a real champion. Listen, if I'm telling you, if any one of us fought 10
Hey, there you go again, though. You said you was going to stop at that Wilder. Go ahead and give him the smoke. You ain't done yet. Get Wilder the smoke.
Nah. I'm done.
Nah, go ahead and light that shit back up.
Hey, man, it's a hot topic, bro. It's a hot topic right now. I mean, we got to understand, man, sports is just sports is stagnant right now, bro. So, I mean,
I'll give you
Mr. Two Hands.
Hey, and you know why it's a good topic? Because there's so much to learn. It's so much to learn from Wilder getting his ass whooped. That's why it's a hot topic, too.
Yeah, and honestly, Black, the way I feel about, you know, the Deontay Wilder catching the L, honestly, that shit should stay in people's minds. Motherfuckers should want to hear about the L time and time again, because we don't need history to repeat itself. We don't need another one of these type of dudes coming through the door, hijacking the WBC belt, got me calling the joint the vomit belt and all of that, because he don't want to do right by it, man. We got to talk, because honestly, think about how long this man reigned. This man reigned for 5 long, disgusting years and did absolutely nothing with it up until the people finally started putting pressure on him, like, all right, this motherfucker 3 years in, bro, and we ain't seen shit since the Vern. Like, we got to get something out of this. Man, look,
and you know what?
Go ahead.
And what makes it so bad is that with all that time that went by, you didn't unify, you didn't become undisputed, and you didn't even become a household name. It's a lot of motherfuckers who still don't even know you. And then for the ones that really got to see you for the first time, seeing your ear leaking and your lip busted.
Impression.
And you see Shield jumping around in the ring.
And
at least Jeff Lacey was popular.
And Jeff Lacey could actually box. This dude can't. Deontay Wilder can't box at all. Like, he literally cannot box. He literally went the whole 5 years slinging a 1-2. How did he do that? How did he do that? And then, man, look, I got to give credit where credit is due, man. The PBC, I got to give him some type of credit. They made this dude a lot of money for being realistically what he is, man. This dude made a lot of money for being trash, man. Like, I don't know how they hoodwinked the people for so long. Whoever eating that bag of chips, man, throw that joint in the trash or to the wayside or something.
They had a fucking failed wide receiver that went into boxing and had a right hand, and he went as far as he can go.
It's sad,
That's it.
Man, because all of the
do you guys remember what's that guy's name? Mitchell, something Mitchell. That American footballer who went into boxing about, I'll say, like 8 years ago. What's that guy's name? He's lost from America, to Jonathan Banks.
Yeah, you talking about the guy? He went to Michigan.
UFC. Pro.
Was it UFC or Michigan?
What was that?
I know the logo.
What about that?
I don't know. Somebody enlighten me.
The dude. Matter of fact, Chris Arreola stopped that nigga in like 1 round. He was like, "Easy work."
Yeah,
Chris Arreola stopped him. Took his regular belt or some shit. He had some belt, and Chris Arreola took the shit. It was like a
took the regular jump though. He took the regular.
Yeah, Arreola
jump?
was talking big shit. Yeah.
Arreola
he was a heavyweight.
Man, regular jump, man.
Yeah, he was a heavyweight.
Let me find out his name. I think it was Seth Mitchell.
I think it was Seth. Yeah, because Arreola came off the loss to Stavern.
Yeah.
Then he came back and beat Seth. He was like, "Easy work." He was bragging about the little interim belt he got, and then got back in there and got beat again with Stavern rematch. Then that's how that went.
Man, look, bro, that just lets you know how pedestrian the heavyweight division has been, because guys like, Dominic Brazil, he came off of that same elite athletes training, transitioning from being a college quarterback to coming to football. To coming into boxing. Brandon Marshall, he's doing it right now. A lot of these dudes who just got size, dimensions, they just coming over in the boxing and taking advantage. They just think that's it. Nobody is focusing on the sweet signs. So they just kind of hijacked the sport. And it took, Tyson Fury and Dillian White and Anthony Joshua to come through the cracks and bust this joint wide open, because man, we just been getting by with pedestrian.
Listen, I'm from the UK, yeah, and we got to pay homage to all the great American fighters who lit this tournament up. Yeah, I didn't grow up watching American fighters. I mean, British fighters. I grew up watching Roy Jones, watching Tyson, watching Lewis. He's British, but I grew up these American fighters. I wasn't watching live boxing. I was watching boxing classic fights like Liston Ali and Duran and Leonard and all these fighters. Yeah, but these fighters coming up now, they're not.
They're making too much money and they look for the easy road, man. They're getting paid. They're not getting paid top money, but they getting paid enough to just keep taking these easy ass fights.
Hold up for a second.
Yeah, and they so content with that, bro. They content with that, because if you could get 700,000 to $1 million fighting this bum from the middle of nowhere who's literally going to be eviscerated in a couple rounds and go home unscathed, or you got to go through the ring with this dog. A lot of these chumps is just going to go. They're going to choose the bum, because man, that's not what they don't got no heart like that. Like, heart, you either born with it, or you born without it, bro. Can't nobody give you that shit when you 20, 21 years old and you in a sport. Bruh, you got heart from the day you born, and that shit don't change. You either have it or you don't. A nigga's just not born a coward 20 years later. You was born a coward from birth. You was either scared from birth or you had heart from when you was born. A lot of dudes is built different. Why a lot of these dudes, they just don't got no heart, man. They comfortable skating through life with that easy button.
True that.
That's
This
fact.
dude,
Facts.
Usyk's the real deal. I don't know about that one.
What you say, Charles?
Listen,
Somebody in the comments said Usyk's the real deal. I said we'll know after he fights Chisora. I don't think.
Right. I think Chisora gonna introduce him real proper, like.
Fam.
yeah.
Yeah, we got to be honest about that because Chisora, man, he ain't gonna be worried about all of that shoulder switching, all of that movement up top, all of that hoppy Manny Pacquiao shit he be doing in the cruiserweight division. He ain't gonna be worried about that, man, because the body don't move, fam. The body don't move, and he's a natural heavyweight, dog, and he's gonna be thumping on his body, dog. Like he's gonna take the axe to the tree trunk, fam. So. Like, let's see what he does. Let's see how his punch resistance is. Let's see how he can handle when he get touched on the chin by Chisora, because we already know Usyk he don't really give a fuck about his defense. You know what I'm saying? He really don't give a fuck about his defense. I don't know if it's just that he don't feel other people punch like that or he just raw and rugged like that. But he ain't gonna be able to do that in the heavyweight division. Any punch could be the one that
Chisora
gonna take you and it's lights out, man.
Chisora gonna damn near beat the dance moves out of Usyk. All that movement just stopped.
He gonna beat his leg straight.
Listen, man. I seen Chisora's a good fighter, yeah. But Chisora's only good when he's got a good dance partner. When he fought people that he wasn't motivated to fight, like Ajabayatel, I can't say the guy's name. He was a European champion at the time. It was for a European belt. And when he fought Pulev, he looked like horse shit. But whenever this guy fought anyone else, any name, even if he loses or wins, he always puts up a good fight. The Vitaly Klitschko fight was impressive. The first Tyson Fury fight was quite impressive. I don't think he was motivated for the second Tyson Fury fight. But me personally, I think Usyk's going to win that fight. I don't know. I'm not going to bet my house on it, but I reckon Usyk's going to win that fight.
The difference with Chisora now is, bro, it's like, you know, he got all of them losses. I think he's more dangerous now with the 9 losses. And he's actually being trained and being coached up now. He at the point in his career where he's like, what, he's 32-9? He's at the point in his career where fuck it, man. It's win or lose. It's win or lose. He looking at this kid, Usyk, like me, like, man, this little cruiserweight ain't coming up into my division, man. Just think he gonna come in here and just dance on me, bro, and just make this easy.
Hey, so two hands. Well, go ahead, Charles. Let me ask my question.
Nah, I said Chisora, he feeling like a stepping stone right now. He feeling disrespected.
Absolutely.
Well, I was gonna ask you, man, like, what does this do for Chisora, man? If he can take the O away from Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, what does that do for him? And then what happens to your boy Usyk?
What that does for him, that cements his legacy, you know what I mean, in UK boxing, because I would look at Chisora's story like I would look at Frank Bruno's story. Frank Bruno had to deal with a lot of fucking thick heavyweights in the early era, man, and, you know, he ended up becoming a champion, bro. But no matter what he did, win, lose, or UK loved him, and America loved him as well because he was tough as shit, you know. Chisora, I look at him the same way. He tough as shit, you know what I'm saying? He speak his mind, bro. He go in there to fight, bro. And if he gets that belt, if he beats Usyk and he gets a title shot, bro, it's going to change his whole legacy because he ain't never been a world champion before. You know what I'm saying? So it would be dope to see, man, for real, because he been on a tear. You know what I mean? His last 2 fights, he been knocking niggas the fuck out.
Hey, Mr. Two Hands, but wasn't it gonna be for the WBO title, or what happened? The Chisora and Usyk fight.
Chisora and Usyk, that's basically because, you know, Usyk is the mandatory for the WBO, but, you know,
okay,
Joshua fighting for the IBF right now, so Usyk's kind of in weight. But we all know if Usyk loses to Chisora getting that WBO shot with Anthony Joshua.
Okay.
Mob, I see you backstage, man. We gonna I'm gonna try to get you in here as soon as possible, bro.
Hey, yo, let him in. Thanks for having me on, Mr. Two Hands. I'll be in the chat.
Oh, Mo, you already know, bro. Anytime, fam.
No doubt.
And bro.
Hey, yo, Two Hands. I think D trying to get on too. I'm gonna slide off.
Hey, listen, stay.
Okay.
I can make room.
Okay.
Nah.
All right, whoever want to jump off, it don't matter.
I'm gonna jump off. Stay.
Mob, what up, nigga? I see the hat.
What's up, King? Top of the morning.
On the top of the morning to you, King.
Morning.
Brody?
Shit, man. About to roll up this nice little London pound cake I got.
Yeah.
Feel me? Wake and bake. What to do though, man? What's
Man,
good with 2 hands? I see you got the
man,
stream
chilling,
finally
bro.
started, Pete.
Yeah, man. I figured, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get this joint a test run, man. Try to smooth it out so that way when we run
You
this
might
thing
as
on the
well.
regular, man.
Might as well get in the mix.
Hell yeah, you know what I mean? It's good to go. Y'all already know, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk my shit too. I just wanted to wait till it was the right time, and then considering everything going on with this virus and all of that shit right now, man, it's the perfect motherfucking time. The perfect
Oh yeah,
time,
I'm gonna be
man.
on this motherfucker every time you drop, nigga. I will be
Automatic,
here.
automatic. Gotta lock in. You already know. You already know, man. So that's where, you know what I mean, we all going through this shit together, man. So I figured, man, we might as well barbershop it up, man. Barbershop
Hey,
this
what's your
shit
take
up,
on that
talking
video
like
I
we in
sent
that barber
you?
chair. Huh?
What's your take on that video I sent you?
I ain't even get to watch that shit yet, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Oh, okay.
What up, fellas?
D, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. What's good, brother?
What's good with y'all, man?
Hey, man, Coolin' King. How you feeling?
Shit, I'm great, bro. Every morning I wake up, my nigga. It's another blessing.
I thought I slid off.
Oh, man.
Now, what's up, Charles D?
Lighten up. And I ain't smoking no London shit neither. Gun rights, nigga. I'm home.
Don't trip, man. I got an L for you. I got an L for you, Charles. Either I'm gonna get out there, nigga, or I'm gonna get your ass out here.
I got that blueberry kush. I got that blueberry kush for you, Charles. Go ahead and stop by, nigga.
Man, I'm smoking this headband, man. I got this headband and I got this Phantom cookies, man.
I got some sour Skittles and I got some Super Silver.
Man, that
shit Super Silver, like nigga. That's that 90s shit.
Hey,
that Super Silver Haze.
Sound like a bunch of convenience store snacks, man.
Hey,
that Super Silver Haze, that's that 90s. Niggas was smoking in the 90s.
I found an old head who grew it.
For real?
Dead
I
ass.
I ain't seen no haze in a long time, bro.
Yeah, yo, I just had some like a couple of months ago, some official too, dog. I was like, wow.
That's your weed though. That haze and that sour D and all that dro, that's all y'all Midwest New York. That's what y'all keep on a regular.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. You know, I'm East Coast, so all I get is a bunch of NY diesel, sour diesel, you know what I mean? A bunch of haze shit like that.
Gun right. My cousin's out there in Cali, nigga. I get that slip, that good shit.
Yeah, I fuck with Burner, bro, and the Cookie family and the third generation and the Jungle Boys. That's the only niggas I fuck with, bro. I fuck with official niggas. Feel me?
Yeah, that's right. Burner got all the weed.
Nigga. London pound cake, nigga. Biscotti, nigga. Cherry pie. Cookies, nigga. They got like 8 different types of cookies, nigga. F1 Derby.
Y'all niggas lucky, bro. Y'all niggas lucky.
Bro. I think the last thing I had that came out of Cali was a month ago, bro. My cousin sent me that gelato. That shit was
nigga, so gelato, sherbet, nigga, the real gelato, the real sherbet. Everybody be talking about they got cookies. But nigga, the real cookies come from Burner, nigga. Real cookies come from Frisco, nigga.
Everything I get come out of Cali. My nigga out here, everything I get come out of Cali.
2 hands, it ain't even Burner though, it's Jigga. Jigga is the nigga who grow the shit. That's the leader nigga. That's the Asian nigga, the Filipino.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that's the nigga who actually grows the shit.
Hey, y'all give me Mr. 2 Hands. You gonna be on for a minute?
What's good?
You gonna be on for a minute?
I might be on here for like another 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna run another one a little bit later too. You know what I mean? I'm because I gotta go. Shit. I just wanted to test it out. So we just giving it a test run. We're gonna pop it up later too.
Well, I'm glad you got it, my nigga, because you know I'm gonna be fucking with you all the time.
Automatic. Y'all already know. You already know. My team got ranked. Y'all see what's floating across the bottom of the ticker.
All right, bro. You know Mr. 2 Hands goddamn fat cost you nothing to pay a nigga no mind.
Yeah, man.
Niggas been waiting patiently for this. For this nigga to pull his live out.
That's why I put all of the shit at the bottom going across the ticker. You know, the whole Mr. 2 Hands Up, NBBC, UGC, IBFP, SYSMT, eviction notice movement, man, because I want people to understand, man, that it's just bigger than, you know what I mean, just one channel, man. It's just about, you know what I'm saying, keeping that truth popping, man. Everybody staying connected, man, and just keeping, you know what I'm saying, the subs and everybody up on real boxing talk, man. That's just
right,
what
bro.
it is, man.
Can't no one man get there by himself, bro. Can't no one man get there, nigga.
Each
You need a
one
team, nigga.
Y'all look at that list at the bottom right there. That's a team that ain't gonna be fucked with in this BC, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Automatic. I
That
try to
team
tell these
ain't gonna
dudes,
be
man,
fucked.
each one teach one, man, and me. If anybody know anything about me out of this whole shit, bro, I ain't no motherfucking hater, man. I ain't no hater, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I don't practice, you know what I'm saying, putting no poison out, you know what I'm saying, on these internet streets. I always show everybody love, man, so that's why I make it a point, you know what I'm saying, to show all my niggas love and whatever I'm doing.
Salute.
I'm gonna hop in the shower right quick because I just got up. But when you crank up later, I'm definitely gonna be on that shit, bro. I'm just gonna be I don't know if I'm gonna be dropping too much shit today because I just got this Adobe Premiere Pro, that goddamn that upscale editing shit, bro. It's a lot to learn, so I'm on a learning curve for these next 2 days. I ain't even gonna
shoot, I'm still learning. I'm still learning in my editing, bro. Like people don't even understand. Like my editing right now is only at like 30 to 40% of what I can do. You know what I mean? Like, and people like they fuck with what I'm doing right now. So imagine if this is only 30 to 40% when I really learn the whole shit, what it's gonna be like.
Because I'm looking at this program now, like, bro, I'm gonna be able to do some shit. But look, what you use, Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere?
Damn, everybody got the cough.
I said, what you use?
I use KineMaster.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I went. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, dog. I went high dollar with my shit, nigga. I went snatched that Adobe Premiere Pro. That shit got a lot of shit, bro. It's the same shit they be using in like Hollywood, but it take a lot to learn that shit though.
Yeah,
but I'm up for it.
Yeah, I got the DaVinci joint for the computer, but I don't really everything that I was doing on DaVinci, bro, I was doing the same thing on Kine, so I figured, you know, man, I'm gonna use one or the other. You know what I mean? Because like it's just basically about finding whatever editing, you know, software that you like and just using that because you don't want to bounce around from more
for you. Yeah, whatever's easier for you, but like DaVinci, Final Cut Pro, and Adobe Premiere Pro, them the three best. I mean, once you get that that DaVinci shit you got, go ahead and learn that because that's that Hollywood shit too, bro. You can do some crazy shit. I researched all three of them. Those the three best. That DaVinci shit you got, Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere Pro, those the three best, bro. The only reason I use Adobe Premiere Pro because I was using Shotcut. That's the free shit, and that's the closest to, you know what I mean, Adobe Premiere Pro. So I just switched over to Adobe Premiere Pro. It will be easier for me to learn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ready to make a whole movie up out of it.
Nigga, I'm getting ready to watch it. Give me about a month or two, because, you know, I'm still doing this tech shit. But you give me about a month or two, they gonna be like, God damn, this nigga D-Nice done got cold with them motherfucking goddamn. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to get it on and popping. But let me jump in this shower, my nigga. I'm gonna hop up with y'all later. Gun rights, everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat.
Peace out, bro. What's up, Red?
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
That's Red Glove with the Tapé show.
Yes, me, Red Glove Militant, man. Change my name, Tapatio Warrior.
Yo, Red, you don't sleep, nigga.
Hey, I use Power Director, man. It's good, man.
Oh shit!
This nigga Red
with the Power Director.
Hey, what up, Mr. Two Hands Up?
We can't.
This nigga Red
Salute. We can't use the radio because I'm smoking the antenna.
Hey, let me break it down, man.
Break that shit down.
This nigga, nigga Red
got. Hey, I think KineMaster and Power Director are probably very similar because I've toyed around with KineMaster. So I'm gonna be real. My girlfriend, she like she paid for the because with I don't know about KineMaster with the payment, but I know with Power Director you gotta pay like monthly if you wanna access like more features and stuff. So
yeah, well,
she
you
just
gotta
told
pay
me
a
I could
one-time fee for the year.
Oh, okay. I think they got that option too, but
yeah, I think it's like what kind is like. I think it's like I can't remember if it's like $5 a month. It's like five to like $8 a month, or you pay like I think it's $75 for the whole year.
Oh, you said it's like 75 for the year?
Yeah, like 75 for the whole year. I think for the subscription for the whole year and shit. If you want to unlock everything,
that's not bad. Like your shit looks real legit though. Like I'm trying to get on that level.
Bruh,
Yeah, his and Ring IQ shit is looking the best right now. His and Ring IQ's editing is fucking ridiculously crazy.
To be honest, bro, I didn't even buy the software yet because I spent like over like $150 on all this DaVinci software for the computer. So I've been just using the basics of it, bro. Like I said, I'm only using 30% of the software. When I unlock and use the other 70% of the software, motherfuckers really gonna see what I can do. But right now, I ain't even really doing shit.
Hey, but Mr. Two Hands. Hey, bro.
What up?
I did a stream like this called Test, and I was on there like 3 hours, man.
You ain't lying.
I already see that you're on one.
Nigga, how the fuck you just got off 1-2 Kid shit like at 3 in the morning, nigga? I was listening to y'all because at work.
He don't get tired.
I'm like, these niggas
an addiction, man.
That shit it started like at 11:30 and 12. I was at work. I chopped it. I went to lunch at 3 in the morning. I was like, this nigga 1-2 Kid and Red Glove still on. Now, mind you, I don't know who the fuck is who because niggas' avatars is all asses. It was like 6 niggas and like 6 different asses on the screen, and I'm like, who the fuck? And now I'm trying to catch voices. I'm like, all right, Rocket. All right, 1-2 Kid. Is that Red Glove?
This late night booty talks.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, whose ass is fucking Red Glove? Somebody's like, yo, he's the bottom right. I was like, y'all niggas is too focused.
Niggas getting real intricate about the asses and shit like that. Nah, he the Puerto Rican Joe in the right bottom corner.
Yeah, right bottom. He the one in the blue drawers. I'm like, all right, oh, nice ass. But yeah, what the fuck? Why y'all niggas got asses?
You know, there was some late night
talk. What can I say, man? I like the nalgas, man.
Yeah, that shit like that old joint that used to come on late night on the HBO, like the real sex late night joint.
Who was the one that knew it was me just now, though?
I did.
Oh,
you know, I was over there fucking with y'all on one of them lives we had. Like, nigga, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning over here, so I knew it was late. I know it was late.
I was like, man, I just been pressing a button. I don't know who been popping up. I'm just like, man, whoever in this joint, it's all love, man. This nigga coming here sounding like damn Cheech and Chong and shit like that.
Nigga sent me back like 3 times. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, out this motherfucker. I was like, damn, nigga, I ain't even say shit.
Bro,
yeah, Red pretty much everywhere where I'm at. So
it be so many comments and shit coming through, and every time I try to hit the button, it would like freeze for a second, and then I'm like, man, I know my internet quick. Then I press the joint, then you be there, then you be gone, then you be back again, then you be gone again. I'm sure I was responsible for this shit probably like 2 out of 3 times.
3 out of 3, nigga, you batting 1,000.
Oh yeah. You probably right. I'm sure you're right. Sure you're right.
My shit went sky blue. Yo, you backstage. Like, how the fuck I get backstage? You sky blue again. Yo, what's good? Yo, you backstage again. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
I need one of them joints. I'm gonna get one of them joints right where like the TV broadcast when they be doing like the little check where the joint goes, dude. This is like a national broadcast testing shit. I'm gonna put that joint up every time I fuck something up.
Man, you gonna fuck yourself. You gonna be in the crib looking around like some fucking Amber Alert that kicked off or some shit.
Hey, 2 hands. So tell me this, bro. You been keeping up on the Loma and Teofimo situation?
Yeah.
Okay, so if Teofimo don't take the 70-30 and end up moving up to 140, is that a dud?
I mean, honestly, if
I'm
you
just
base
asking.
it on,
I'm just. Yeah, to you. What's your opinion on that?
Man, honestly, I feel like, if you really wanted to fight that bad for real, you're going to take the 70-30. You're going to take the 70-30 based off the fact that he has 3 belts, you know. So if I looked at it like, you know, out of 100, if I looked at it in percentages, you know, he's got 3/4 of it. You only hold 1. So it will be a 70-30 split in my eyes. I mean, Teofimo just became a champion. So, but at the same time, I understand his grievances too, because that man Loma ain't never made more than $2 million a fight, and he ain't never really sold out nothing. So I can understand why he wouldn't want to take a 70-30. But if you that confident in your skill and you feel like you can beat that man, I mean, shoot, take the 70-30, bro, become a legend. And then after that, you can demand whatever you want.
Right. Yeah, I agree, man. I'm just trying to figure out if it's should Lomachenko go down in the price just to make the fight though.
I think if Lomachenko really, because now Lomachenko coming out, Lomachenko talking about, he made it very clear that, you know what I'm saying, he wants to see the look in his father's face after he beat him in the post-fight and all of this other stuff. So I'm like, if that's the case, if that's how much energy you got towards it, you wouldn't mind coming down either. But then I heard Lomachenko, because you know the fight was scheduled to be in Madison Square Garden, I heard Lomachenko don't want to fight him in New York. But my whole thing is, you know, the fight has to sell, so it will sell best at MSG. You know, Loma don't really have no following where he can go say, oh, I'm going to go here and it's going to do this or do that. Basically, it's going to sell because of the 2 fighters involved and the fact that you in his hometown at MSG, it's going to sell even more. Now, if you're worried about favoritism of judges and stuff like that, that's a whole nother situation, because you should be confident enough in your skill that you're not going to leave it up to the judges or whatever, or your skill should carry you through. My thing is, I think both of them should be willing to, you know, acquiesce a little bit, because one is so bad and the other one wants to embarrass him so bad. So I think
it's going to be in Madison Square Garden. That's for sure. It's going to be in New York for sure.
That's a fact.
My nigga Tio gonna get it. He gonna take that 70-30 and whoop his ass.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Either way, I look at it.
So since y'all said that, if he don't take this fight, because I'm hearing that he want at least a 65 now split. He wanted to be like another 5%, so he'll get 35% instead of the 30.
But what's 5%?
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you ain't willing to come up off 5%, come on, bro.
Well, we can't play it down, man. Joshua and motherfucking Wilder diva asses was doing when it came down to the bullshit.
Man,
but in this case, THC,
I feel like they both kind of making it difficult right now, if we can say, because somebody complaining about the venue and then somebody complaining about the money. So
you want to know what it seemed like to me? It seemed like a bunch of tit for tat shit. It seemed like, oh yeah, I want to scrap, bro. I want to fight wherever, whenever, however, and then all of a sudden, man, he being a hoe about the money. Oh man, he don't want to come down this percentage or that percentage. I'm like, okay, which one of y'all is going to believe in y'all craft enough? Just step up and say, man, fuck it. I want to fight however I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna let myself get completely clipped and railroaded when it comes to the money, but I want this nigga head. So if it's only gonna be a couple $1 million on the table, I'm gonna take that, because I'm gonna take his damn scalp. Bump all the rest.
Yeah. And it's 3 straps. Don't worry about it. Tio got it, man. My man gonna do it.
That's the reason why I asked you, did you watch the video that I sent you? Because Ring did something on it, and he said the same thing, that Tio need to he called for the fight, so he know that Lomachenko is the A side, so he need to just take what he can get, and if he feel like he could beat him, then go in there and get the job done, because you only got 1 belt. Lomachenko technically got 2 belts, so you really technically can't argue with the money part, being that he is the A side. You feel me?
Right, because at the end of the day, man, he done put in more work up there. You coming up there trying to, you know what I'm saying, take his work from him. So my whole thing is this, bruh, somebody got to be willing to give. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Either both of y'all going to lose out, but the fans going to lose out even more, man. So somebody got to come up off of it. And Teofimo should be the one. You the younger guy, you the hungrier guy. You done made it very clear that you want to stake your claim. So, bruh, stake your claim. Take the less money. Just like, you know, it ain't no different than what Floyd did. Floyd fought Oscar De La Hoya, 2 called the shots. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you gotta be willing to believe in yourself.
So look, right now, Teofimo say that he 160. He had to move from New York because of the conditions to like Arkansas, where his girl Peoples is from. He had a pinched nerve in his back, but he weighing 160 right now. He's saying the only reason why this fight would not be made if it don't happen is because he could not make weight. So that's what he's saying right now. That was the latest report that I read off of ESPN.
Hey, let me bring it down, man.
I could feel that.
The Rona got it gaining weight.
Man, if you know that but then at the same time, his father and him been saying, they have a problem with the weight. They trying to hurry up and get to 140. But at the same time, if you're a fighter and you're going to have a problem with the weight or whatever, you're supposed to stay in shape, stay in the gym, and just keep your weight at a certain level and mind your diet. They said that his mom was doing all the nutrition first, and they finally changed to somebody else. So you got to stay locked in with your nutritionist, bro. Work on, you know what I'm saying? Spend that money on the internet, get that home gym or whatever, bro, and just stay on top of your work, fam, and then or just get you a physical trainer, get you a PT guy, and just have him.
And I didn't even know this. I didn't know he had asthma. I didn't know Teofimo got asthma, bro.
I just found that out in that interview.
Yeah, I did too.
He gave
same article.
Jeans, he eating good.
Yeah, because he more susceptible to catch the virus having asthma, man. Like so. It's real.
That's why he moved.
A real slippery slope for him.
And at the rate that they catching that shit in New York too, man.
Yeah, that's why he moved. That was a good thing right there. But 160 right now, he gotta cut down on whatever the fuck he munching on.
He gotta cut 25 pounds. He got time.
He got time. That's what I was about to say. He got time.
We don't know when this shit gonna curve. This shit ain't curving no time soon. Yo, Two Hands, you ain't even hear me. I was in the store when I was on your live, and I was on the show. It was blue. Yo, the shorty kicked out the store because I ain't have a face mask.
Oh yeah, they not playing. They not playing. If you ain't coming in face masked up, gloved up, you ain't coming in, because now even where I'm at, they stopping people from even, going out. Like they really trying to minimize all of the movement, because I guess it's getting more crazy.
The crazy shit is the governor just passed a law this morning. I was at work, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. I came to the crib.
I gotta go get my blunts, nigga. Fuck the bullshit.
That's why I went to the store. I went to go get rats, and the nigga was like, "Yo, you gotta bounce." Mind you, this nigga got a shower curtain blocking the. He ghetto as hell anyway. Nigga got a shower curtain blocking the shit. You can't really see shit, so I slide the shit to the side. Like, my nigga, I need, let me get the white grape joint. And the nigga's like, "Yo, you ain't got no mask on." I'm like, nigga, neither do you. Like, the fuck? He's like, "Yo, you gotta get out." Like,
bro, I would have walked outside, tied my t-shirt around my face, came back in that joint like, "Look, let me get them white abs, B."
Nigga, I had on a hoodie.
Trump said that shit ain't mandatory. Trump said that shit is not mandatory, bro.
And the governor put that in place.
He said it's mandatory in his store.
No, it's not even mandatory in his store. Like, son, I'm watching CNN. The shit is mandatory. You gotta have a fucking mask. Like, nigga, I just threw my hood on, nigga. Like, yo,
you in New York?
So shut the fuck up.
You in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably I would expect for them to do that there, because they said that y'all shit just escalate like a motherfucker all of a sudden.
It's going up. So, like when you hear like the death count, you be thinking that's like for the week. They be like, "Yo, 731 people died," and I'm like, "Damn, that's fucked up for the week." They's like, "Today," I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, bro. They said yesterday New York had like its worst day or something. They said like, what they say, 1,400 or 14,000 people died. Something crazy.
Yeah, they compared it to, all right, right now we surpassed 9/11 and Pearl Harbor just in our state with people dying.
They said, bro, by August, they expecting an estimate of at least over 66,000 people being dead, fam.
Well, I be telling niggas, yo, the summer's canceled up here. They talking about it's gonna be a curve. This shit keeps spiking. There ain't no curve here. This shit ain't flat.
Remember what I told y'all? I told y'all like October, November. Look around that date till you start seeing shit like kind of iron out. But with the numbers spiking like that, I don't know, bro. Unless they just come out with some fucking cure all of a sudden.
Yeah, bro, because the one thing they talking about that they said feels as though help is these chlorophyll tablets or chloroform tablets, some type of chloride tablet or something like that. But a lot of people that got lupus, And I think that, or diabetics, they take them. So now the people that's got lupus and diabetics, they suffering from getting the medication because they taking all of the stuff off the shelves, sending it to the hospital and sending it to all of the release spots so the people with, COVID-19 can get it. So it's just like one portion of the world is trying to get imbalanced while the other portion is being unbalanced. So it's just crazy.
Yeah, man, it's wild out here too. It's, nigga, the strip is like, nigga, woo, that shit like ghost town, nigga. Boards and shit all up on the doors and shit. I ain't never seen no shit like that out here.
Shit look like a post-apocalyptic event.
Yeah,
this shit out of control, man. But I'm about to wrap this joint up, man. I'm gonna jump back on. I'm gonna schedule the joint for later. We're gonna do this shit again later, man. I'm gonna round up some topics, man, just so we can just go at this shit, man, and just keep ping-ponging this box and talking all the rest of this bullshit off one another, man.
Yep, I'll catch you a little bit later, bro. Good looking, man, for having me on.
Yes, sir. Salute to the chat, 100.
I'm about to go buy me a ski mask. Next nigga tell me to come in with a mask.
The thing about a ski mask is they don't cover your nose and your mouth.
Stick it up and get what I get for free, man. Fuck it. I ain't paying for this shit. I gotta wear a mask, nigga. I might as well come in there on my Kodak Black shit, nigga, with a pair of shades.
All right, well, I guess he's ending it, so peace. I'll see y'all later.
I'll catch y'all niggas.